Acting is a gift, babe.
From who?
From God.
You think so?
I believe it is.
Like after they get done with certain sex scenes, that certain sex scenes be so crazy that they go masturbate afterwards. Like it turns them on because the sex scene be so wild that it's like, oh, I know exactly what I'm about to do after this. I would absolutely be vomiting if I saw you like stroking another woman. Yeah. Oh my God.
This is an Iwebu production.
Period. Do you think it's okay for believers to act in provocative scenes, to be involved in something that might be intimate and sexual? So, hey, let's say you're an actor and you got a sex scene. Let's say you're an actor and you got to have a passionate kiss. Is this something that's immodest being a Christian? Is it okay? Can we do it? What you think?
Yeah, so believe it or not, that's a tough one for me. Why? Because if you may have seen some of our other episodes, I think I got a gift of acting. Okay, my wife won't allow me to do it because of this very thing right here. She thinks I'm gonna be the guy next door who gets with the single chick, and one thing leads to another. That's what she thinks is gonna be. I told her I'm okay to play the regular square friend.
They're gonna make you gay.
No, definitely couldn't do that.
That's it.
Yes.
You either gonna be out here bad. That's the scenes. It's like the gay friend or the out here bad friend.
Yeah. So this is tough for me because I know Denzel Washington to be a believer. Okay. But I've seen that. I think Denzel, he doesn't have I don't think he's had many sex scenes, and I don't know if he was a believer when he had them. He hasn't had many, maybe, I don't think recently at least. But I know he has to kiss women during acting.
Definitely.
He has to do these things.
Touch
so
grab 'em.
I believe it's a very fine line because acting is a gift, babe. It's a gift.
From who?
Huh?
From who?
From God.
You think so?
I believe it is. I don't think everybody can act. We've seen that.
Like you think
we can go to BET right now and see that.
You think God created people to act? Like he was like, when I'm making them, they're gonna be an actor.
I don't.
You think
I believe he created the people and he put it in them to be able to do what they do. Yeah, like yes, we just like he didn't. Yeah, I believe that.
I just never heard
like
that
how
before.
we've
Because I'm like, in what ways can that glorify God? Because I think a gift is giving it back to Him. So if you have a gift, it has to glorify God.
Well, you could be in a Christian movie
Baby,
and give it back to Him. Okay,
come on now.
So
so that will be the gift.
I'm like Chris
you
Brown.
answered it.
Huh?
You just answered it.
That?
So anything you're about to say after this is probably about to go against your own point.
Yeah.
So you just said that acting is a gift, and then I said, okay, a gift is if it's a gift. That means it goes back to God.
Yeah.
That means it glorifies God. And you said, okay, well then there's Christian movies. So if you have a gift of acting, that means you're only in Christian movies.
See,
you wouldn't be involved if you.
That's like saying if you're a Christian rapper, you can't perform in the club. No, I don't.
No. But you're still rapping the gospel.
Or you can't be on the same.
No, because what comes out of your mouth is still the gospel. It's not like you going to the secular concerts and you rapping secular songs. No, you got to stay who you are in all areas. So if you're a believer, you're gonna be in a fornicating scene,
right? So for me, it's obviously a no. I wouldn't want to do it anyway. I just wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to trust my flesh to think that in this space of acting, that this because I mean, if it's going on, then I'm gonna naturally get aroused as a man.
Of course.
I mean, I'm like, I know they did that scene, and he had like they got to get aroused, and the woman.
Don't know how they don't.
Yeah, the women is gonna be a certain thing,
and,
and though you can say cut and it's all the way gone, don't get it wrong. I believe that people are able to walk from that, and maybe that's the gift is the switch. They can do that, but I don't. I believe sometimes it could just lead on to lusting for other people. I would love to hear from a Christian actor on this. Like maybe one day we'll have somebody on that can speak to that. That's a Christian actor that has been in sex scenes. We thought that even when Megan Good was married to Divine,
when she was having oral sex,
and she was having like sex scenes.
Yeah,
she was acting like she was.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the scene.
But we were like, whoa, this is I wonder how she could separate these things. And you see where they're at with it now. But I believe there's other believers that's in acting that has to do sex scenes. I would love to know what they think, but I don't know if you can really separate it. For me, I don't think you can.
Yeah.
It's really tough too because the flesh is weak, and even though you may not want the colleague you just did the scene with, it may open you up to maybe other women. That's what I would think it would do.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very, very fine line. So yeah, I don't have the necessarily full on answer to that because
Here's your
there's some
opinion.
believers that actually do this,
Yeah.
and I love their gift and what they do. But yeah, it's a fine line and something that we can do because every time that I said that, hey baby, I'm gonna act it, and it's just I'll be playing with her. I'm like, oh, it's just a scene, baby. It's just a kiss. If I gotta do a kiss for $1 million, babe, come on, we're gonna get $1 million right in the bank, whatever. She's like, okay, can I do it? I'm like, forget that $1 million. I don't care about it no
he ain't
more.
gonna let me be in a video with a
Man,
man.
I'm crazy about this girl right here. I don't play, and so yeah, I don't know. Overall, is my I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to do some more digging and just researching on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a strong no for me. It's not a I don't know. I think it's a strong no because if let's say people run with the concept that it's a gift from God, then I don't believe that God will want you to promote fornication. I don't think that he will want you to promote drug, like, just certain things. The Bible talks about not letting your good be evil spoken of. So even if you aren't in sin, if it looks bad, if this makes my wife look bad, if I was scrolling on Instagram yesterday and I saw Duvall or whatever I think that's how you say his name, with his co-star, whatever it's called, Fatima or something like that, and they were like doing this acting like pretend like he was trying to get with her, and it just made me cringe. And
who's Duvall?
Duvall is the light skinned
What's his name?
man.
Yeah,
Duvall.
I don't know if his name is Duvall.
I'm pretty sure Duvall and his
Wife?
girl.
Okay,
the light skinned couple.
I think y'all have to let us know. Just confirm that Duvall. I think he's in Sisters.
Yeah,
or something
Sisters.
on
Sorry,
on
I
BET.
didn't give no backdrop to that, but yeah,
It's okay.
Yes, actor. Yes, Duvall. He's an actor, but and he's married to a beautiful wife, and I just cringed watching it. I was just like, I just don't know how that honors your marriage. I don't know how that honors your family, your kids that might grow up one day to see daddy slinging, penis in a scene. I don't know
that's tough.
how that honors your family.
Yeah,
and
you're
then,
right,
if it's a gift from God, how did that glorify him again?
Yeah.
Like what did that, how did that bring them back to Jesus? Like there are things that I have given up, that were good, but I'm like, is this ultimately glorifying Christ? Is this ultimately, and not saying that like we just, robots and just only do this thing. Like, no, you enjoy life, you do this, you do that. But when stuff is able to be displayed to the masses, I think it's just something that you have to really be careful to protect your name, who you are, your wife, your kids, and all of that. And so if it came down to it, like, shoot, I will almost be like Nipsey Hussle's ex,
Lauren
in that video, in that movie with dude.
She didn't do nothing.
She ain't touch him.
Y'all saw that? What's that? You People?
Yeah,
I think that's the name of the
People,
You People on Netflix.
She didn't touch that man. It was very lighthearted.
No connection.
Because I'm like, there's so many things to do in acting besides have sex.
Yeah, that's a great example of how a believer
should
can
move.
be in a movie and not have any, like, because they didn't kiss.
And it also wasn't deep in like
I don't even think
a
they
Jesus
barely
movie.
touched.
But it also it's also another great example to show like it wasn't just this deep Jesus movie.
No,
it was a
wasn't.
regular movie for the world to see.
Yeah.
Right? So because I want to make this clear, I'm not saying everything you do gotta be Jesus. Like no, your life represents that. But if you do happen to be involved with something, you just want to make sure it's not going against what the Lord would desire for you to display. So I think Lauren London in that movie, like she didn't touch dude. I don't think she might have pecked him. She might have pecked him on the lips or whatever. But she also
I believe
is single.
they said they used
She's
some
single.
type of
Oh,
some
really?
type of technology. Yeah.
Wow.
They said if you look close enough, you could see where it's kind of blurring a little bit. Yeah, I did not.
So she didn't even give him a peck.
I don't think she even gave him a peck.
So yeah, that would be some type of stuff that I would be on.
But it also made the movie real weird.
It was a little
and
stiff.
awkward. Like the movie was a dope movie.
It was a little stiff.
It was decent, but
was a little
it
stiff.
made it look awkward. Like she don't want to touch this guy.
Yeah, it was almost like she was. Yeah.
That's what it made it seem like. So that's where it was kind of weird. I understand given her situation.
Yes, definitely.
And so I definitely get that, but it made it kind of weird. But I believe that's dope what you say, babe. But if maybe we could do movies where it's like that.
Just
you know?
clean. You know, like everybody, we don't, and that's just another, I could go left with that. Like every movie don't gotta have, y'all do know we don't have to have sex scenes. Like you do know people can be married and you don't have to show us them being intimate. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to do that. And so now for the secular movies, go ahead and do that. But this is also why I also will bring up another point that I think Christians should be implemented or in every area, in every genre, in every industry.
Yes.
Because then you have Christian directors and Christian writers who are creating more wholesome, clean. Shoot, Eva was on her tablet the other day. And she was watching Barbie, and I kind of felt like it was a little weird, little sexual moment in the thing, like a very subliminal one, like how the world is just sexualizing everything. This is also why I do think we should be in every industry. But if you're in these industries, don't conform. Like stay who you are. Don't. Like if I am a believer and I am an actress, no, you're not about to see booty, nipples, everything. Like you. Clothes gonna be on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna wear a bikini for you. Like, cause there's scenes that you just don't have. You don't have to be sexualized. Yeah. You don't have to be. So
you know one that is a believer too. Yvonne Orji. I think her name is Yvonne Orji.
Yeah.
She's in Insecure.
Yes.
The Nigerian girl.
Yeah, she be getting screwed.
Yeah, on those.
Her cheeks be getting clapped.
On the as an actor.
Yes, as an actor. Yes.
But in those scenes, we like
in those scenes.
Oh, yeah. She and I believe she's actually from what I remember her being a virgin.
Yes, she was.
She's actually a virgin.
Yeah.
At least from our last.
That's why I think I don't know. That'd be the disconnect for me because I just don't know how.
That's who we
I don't be knowing
y'all
how
pray for us. One day we'll be able to get her on. Maybe have a good conversation with her.
Yeah, I just be like, how do y'all turn off something like, I don't know, because I just feel like it's promoting fornication. And then you gotta also think like
definitely
people,
is. I mean that show definitely is.
Not only promoting fornication, but you are actively turning people on too. Yeah. Like being seductive and like, you know, just doing the things that you do when you're about to have sex. Like it's just so many things that I personally believe that I know, and I'll say for me, I could not do with my walk with the Lord. Yeah. I know. Like, I talk to single women who be like, after they get done with certain sex scenes be so crazy that they go masturbate afterwards. Like, it turns them on because the sex scene be so wild that it's like, oh, I know exactly what I'm about to do after this. Turn away. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's corny.
I know Power.
It's corny, but hey, it is
Power
what it is.
has some powerful sex scenes.
Yeah, we had to.
Crazy.
We have to let you know, like, hey, babe, let me know when they.
Yeah.
You know, whenever they get. Yeah, it's wild. It's definitely wild. I think y'all pray for us. I believe that I pray one day Pillow Talking with you able to get big enough. We can have somebody like Miss Orji on and just really see like where does your mind have to go? Like how do you do this being a believer? I just want to know like how do they do this?
And do any of y'all spouses ever feel a way about that?
Yeah, she's not married. But
I would absolutely be vomiting if I saw you like stroking another woman. Yeah. Oh my God.
That's wild.
That would what? You know how I am. Like I would go bizarre.
Wow, that's
absolutely
wild.
insane.
I just I wouldn't feel right doing it.
No.
So yeah,
Never.
that's.
I couldn't even be the. We had a situation where we almost thought that someone was asking me to be like the it girl in their video. You probably don't remember, but I was asked to be in a video, and I was like, babe, what if they're asking me to be like the girl of the video? And I was like, will we take that? And he was like, no.
Heck no.
So exactly, if I can't just be cute in front of a car and just be next to a dude dancing, of course I can't be in a sex scene. Yeah. You see what I'm saying though?
Exactly.
So that I don't think your answer is I don't know.
Yeah,
You don't want me to do it.
I wouldn't want us to do it.
But everybody else is okay.
Yeah, no, it's not okay. It's not okay.
I ain't
pray
trying to
for
force
me.
you to it.
I do love great movies,
Yes.
great actors. I believe
Let me
I believe there's some actual real believers who have had these sex scenes. I don't believe that they're no longer believers because
I don't
of
think
it
that
or
they're no
anything.
longer believers.
It just not be the best thing for their walk with the Lord.
Yes.
I don't
That
know if the Lord will be actually pleased with that either.
Dang it, I was
When
going
they
to
have
ask
to
you
answer that,
something.
but go ahead. I'm sorry. But either way, it probably slipped the mind. It's probably gonna come back
Dang it, go ahead.
to you. You want me to keep going on it, baby?
Yeah, let's move on.
Alright.
Y'all pray for my brain.
Hey, pray for our brain.
My God.
Listen.
I be on the phone with my friends. I be like, what was I talking about? And they be like, you said you was going down the street and you
Hey,
and they have
life.
to talk.
That's because life be going on.
I think it was COVID a
It's
little
'cause
bit.
that might be something
Yeah, I
got to
think
do
that
with
was
it
a little
too.
bit
But
of it.
life be
Dang it.
happening,
What was I
man.
gonna
We be having a
say,
lot
jeez?
going on.
I was gonna ask you, do you think that a movie has to have a sex scene? Do you think that helps it?
No.
Not a Christian answer. Like, do you think that brings, like, let's say we're watching a movie and they're cheating and they're doing, do you think that brings the wholeness into it? Like, okay, we understand.
I sometimes think that. I think that like, say for somebody cheating or something, I think the kissing has to be displayed. I think that's one part that will
Touching.
Yeah, all that has to be displayed.
Yeah.
The actual sex scene does not have to.
Okay.
Like sometimes I'm watching. And hey, I know I probably get stoned from this by some Christians, but I'm watching Game of Thrones. I mean, I watch Game of Thrones. I watch
What they gonna stone you about Game of Thrones for?
all of these, everything that we talking about. Power, Game of Thrones, Insecure.
But Game of Thrones is like animals and stuff.
No,
And,
but
like,
they got
sex
scenes too.
scenes, yeah.
One of the things is I think that like they could just do the kissing part and they could kind of cut to them maybe laying
Absolutely.
down.
So you
all
know
of
they
that.
did it.
Yeah, so you know that
That's
they
good,
did it. I've
yeah.
seen that happen in movies. It's like, oh, she didn't. She said, nope, we're not. You didn't. You're not. You can't pay me enough to do that. You know, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see that type of thing happen. Or for instance, I like Snowfall, and I believe that Snowfall doesn't show a lot of sex scenes, a lot of nares, if I'm not mistaken. I don't usually ever see as many sex scenes, and I believe that Snowfall is a great series that's about to end here soon. So I believe it doesn't have to be in there. I don't think it has to. I think you could kind of show things that like, oh, it happened.
Yeah.
Maybe the condom wrapper is by the bed or something.
right,
You know,
right.
or the panties are
On the floor.
is on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, that meant that they
Yeah.
did something. I don't believe
Yeah.
that has to be displayed to have
Yeah.
a great storyline at all.
Yeah, and I just think that because the world is just so lustful and sexualized, like like I
Oh.
said, I've talked to people that like masturbated after a sex scene. So I just think it's very dangerous. And this is
Very.
also why I think it's crazy that people think it's crazy we turn away. Like, no, I want to only see my man's chest. Like, and not even just a want, but like, I know this keeps me safe. I know I won't begin to imagine or, this, I always say stuff about Instagram, like just eye gate, ear gate. That's it.
And
That's
really,
it.
and I know some of y'all are looking at us, and I want to make sure that we make this very clear. If you deal with addiction to porn or anything like that,
Masturbation.
listen, don't listen to us because we watch Power and all that. That's not
don't
our
need to
struggle.
watch that.
That wasn't my previous struggle or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it was dope to watch pornography, even when I was not saved. I watched it just to see, okay, cool, what's some
This what
moves
they
maybe
doing.
I could do, whatever. Back when I was younger, but it wasn't like I'm sitting there and I wasn't a masturbator either. So
Yeah.
that never was my thing. I never had that struggle. So I can just look away. Some of
Yeah.
y'all gonna be like, heck
here.
with looking away. I'm right here.
Especially
with
by
this.
yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Especially by yourself.
Yeah.
You may not have that discipline to do that. I don't care and I don't want to see that. I want to be just amazed by when I see your body. And I'm like, and I am. And so that's why I do that. I want to cover myself from that. So some of y'all, please, I just want to make sure y'all understand. If you have an addiction to porn, something that you're dealing with right now, you had it in the past or anything like that, please, you probably should not watch any of these shows. We do
Facts.
not promote for any believer to be watching any of these shows.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I was looking at something with Issa Rae, and she was talking about how she aims to make her sex scenes like
Fire.
fire. She was like, she said, I think like, white people having these, and I just felt like black people, we're beautiful and we should be able to just display it so much in these sex scenes, and she wants to pull it to the fullest. She said her own mother.
A believer too?
I don't know. I don't think. I at least haven't
just
heard
the
her
other
never say
one.
that. Yeah, I think Yvonne Orji is.
Okay.
And she was just saying how her mother came to the premiere or something. And her mother would like turn her eyes or whatever. Her mother was very disappointed in the stuff, because I believe her mother's actually a believer. And so she was disappointed in all the different sex scenes and all that. She don't believe she has to deal with that. So yeah, they try to make her nowadays, because I'm like, dang, this stuff is raw. I was sneaking watching stuff when I was younger, like different series and all that. And like The Wire and all that, but I'm telling you, like, no, I was actually grown by that time. But like the stuff now is just like straight, like, whoa,
Soft porn.
oh, whoa, let me make sure, let me turn away from this. It's crazy, like
Yeah.
it's wild. So either way, I guess that's a long way to answer the whole deal about those that are believers being actors. What do y'all think about this? Go. You got anything
And then
else?
just the last thing I want to say, on top of if you deal with pornography and masturbation, like also if you are dealing with losing the desire or attraction towards your spouse, you probably should stop watching these things as well. Because and just like we talked about earlier with access, like having more access to seeing more, you will begin to lose interest in what you got. That's why, one of the reasons why cheating is more prevalent now is because, like we said before on our podcast, you can go on Instagram and see a world full of women. But back in the day, before Instagram, MySpace, any of that, you was just in your hometown and all you saw was Becky down the street, the girl at the church, and the girls at school. You wasn't comparing it to a Hawaiian chick with a big booty and a Trinidad and Jamaican and African. You're like, good God, I got so many options. So I just want to also say that, like, if you're struggling with finding your spouse attractive, finding being intimate with them and desiring them again, you also might want to slow down on watching and seeing so many different type of bodies, because that it just won't help. So eye gate, ear gate, same thing for social media. That's common sense, but I think sometimes we might forget about episodes and shows that we watch. Like we kind of talked about this a little bit earlier today, and I was like, babe, I don't be following dudes that purposely wear great sweatpants to show me their print. That you're purposely trying to do that. So I'm not gonna follow you. I don't care if you were deep on the other post and you was a Christian on one post, but if you showing too much, so just be mindful of knowing who you are and what you struggle with,
what you could deal
what
with.
you can deal with, what you shouldn't deal with, what you want to protect, what you want to keep holy. So
yeah, definitely, man. We want to know, what do you think about this situation again with the whole Christians acting in these different scenes or whatever? Hey, what do y'all think about it? Please put it in the comments below. Hey, thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you could do us a huge favor, please hit that like button and please subscribe.
Yes, and please do not forget to hit that notification bell. We need y'all to be locked in every single time we drop this fire content.
Yeah.
Also, we need y'all to follow us on all social media platforms at the Ewaybos. And look, we will see y'all on the next video.
Holla.